Good morning, guys. It is a really cold morning out. It's our first morning all the way down to 30 degrees, I think. But it's turkey butchering day. We need to get going on this, but we're going to let it warm up a little bit. It's supposed to warm up pretty quick. But I got barn chores to do, all that other stuff. I need some Homestead fast food. I really want some bacon and eggs this morning. That's what I want. But we don't have any thought out bacon. So, what to do? Well, look at all this food I have at my disposal here. Holy moly, none of it's froze. Look at all this canned meat, which gets me over to here. Do you guys remember? You might have saw on Instagram and stuff that I posted I canned our smoked pork chops. Look at all that lard in there that I could cook the eggs in. But this is right here, some Homestead fast food. That's what I need this morning. Some Homestead fast food, some eggs, some meat that's thawed that I can warm up and eat. And this stuff is good. Oh my gosh, the smoked pork chops are so good. Jenny and I had some of this 3 or 4 weeks ago. But that's all this I could use for breakfast. All this food at my disposal. I don't need to thaw nothing out. I got it right here. Then right in here also is where we keep the eggs. We actually have a system with our eggs. If we find eggs somewhere that we don't know how long they've been, they go over here for the pigs. For us, they go over here. All right, let's get some of these eggs going. I don't have a good reason why, but I've gotten into the habit of cracking eggs into a bowl first. Helps me fish out those shells that I tend to get stuck in there. Look at that. No shells that time. Holy cow. I like dumping salt and pepper on right now at this stage. And then I do it again in the frying pan. I almost always give a sniff test. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. That smells good. All right, actually saving this lard for eggs is going to be tricky. So I think I'll just use butter, especially since I'm in a hurry. And that's the whole point, some fast food, right? Oh, look at that. I might have some lard. Let's see what I can do. There we go. Let's see if we can get some eggs cooked in that. Oh yeah, we'll get that on the stove, get that melted down, and get to frying some eggs. Oh, these are, look at that, just fall apart. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a lot of meat. This is a lot of meat. I forget how many pork chops went into each one of these. Get that warming up. We'll get that warming up first and then start melting that and getting it ready. I should get the cast iron out. Why didn't I do that? All right, this snuck up on me. This has got some sizzle going. Look how this just is ready to just fall apart. Oh my goodness. Oh, so good. So now that this is sizzling, we're gonna get the eggs turned on. This still has quite a bit of warming up to do. It had just started getting going here, so this is pretty much going to be like shredded pork in the end. but it's going to taste great next to your eggs or on your eggs, however you want to have it. Fantastic. I'm starving. Over here also I noticed a little chunk of meat, so I'm going to take it out of there. It doesn't matter. I can cook all this together with the eggs. It doesn't matter. I'm just separating it out a little bit. So we're going to let that continue to warm up. I know you guys are going to ask. I don't have a video on canning those pork chops. In fact, I had thought about doing one, and we might can up some more, so I might do it. But all I did is I took the pork chops off the bone. I shoved them into a jar, a pint jar, and I canned them for an hour and 15 minutes in the pressure canner. Hour and 15 minutes up to pressure in the pressure canner. That's all I did, and they have come out fantastic. And then the bones, we cooked that. We made a broth out of that, stock broth, whatever terminology you want to use. But cooked that for like 3 or 4 days, and then I canned that. So that was that. I have on hand. I have canned, smoked pork chop, or however you want to word it, smoked pork chop stock or smoked pork stock or whatever. But that's how I have it labeled in there. Didn't video that either because I'm awful at this YouTube thing. Okay, I think we're about ready. This oil's bubbling away, or lard. Still see I got some meat in there, which is perfectly fine. In fact, I might have let this lard go a little too much. Oh no. This stuff is ready to eat, turning that way down. Beautiful. And we'll see how this comes out. I've had mixed results with lard and eggs before, especially in this stainless steel pan. We typically eat our eggs broke yolk. I do enjoy having them runny sometimes, but typically we just break them. No biggie. All right, let's let those cook a bit. Obviously the skillet was not as warm as I had thought it was, so that's going to take a second. I'm going to start sneaking some of this, I think. Look at that. Just beautiful. And you see all the liquid in here. I probably didn't show you well enough when I was showing you the lard, but that's the coffee pot you might hear in the background. But part of the canning process was there was a lot of liquids in the jar as well. So, all right. Yep, that wasn't as hot as I thought it was. Oh well. It's still going to taste great. To help it along a little, threw a lid on it here. Whoo-wee. Oh, this smells so good. Oh my goodness. Looks like the lid's doing its job. And it looks like the lard is doing its job. My understanding is once the egg is done, that's when it'll stop sticking. I just like to help it along because I like to shake it. I got the middle of this thing sticking. There we go. Yeah. All right. And if you know me, I need more salt and pepper. Oh yeah. Won't be but a couple more minutes and I'll probably flip that and we will be ready to go. Let's test out my flipping skills, which it almost doesn't need it. A lot of times I try flipping these whole, just like this, and they break in half, which is perfectly fine with me as well. But that one didn't. Awesome sauce. Look at that. You might want to call me a chef. All right, that needs some salt and pepper. I don't know. I may not have mentioned that I really like salt and pepper. That is only going to cook for, like that, just for a couple of seconds here. We'll pull it off, plate it up. I'll go ahead and turn this pork chop off. Come on, guys. Admit it. That looks really good. I'm starving. Let's take a peek, see if it's where I like it. Of course, it's all about where you like it or where I like it. Oh, yeah, that's good. All right, let's plate this up. Oh, look at that. Broke it right at the end. guess what? It's gonna taste the same. It is. All right. And now, the star of the show. I don't know, farm fresh eggs, pretty big star. But look at this. Just, can you smell that? That is just amazing. Let's get some of this on here. I like to try and get some of these bigger chunks too. Oh. Yeah. I better be careful. I'm going to get too full and not want to go do any turkey butchering today. Holy cow. Oh, look at that. I can flip that over, make an omelet. You can make an omelet out of this, put some cheese on there, some peppers and all. Oh, I kind of wish I would have done that now. Next video, maybe. You can see where this will easily turn into an omelet. Oh. Oh, goodness. Let's give this a shot. Ridiculous. Fantastic. And of course, if you're like me, you gotta have a little piece of egg, a little piece of meat. Oh. And if you know me, love my hot sauces. Tabasco is actually not my first choice, but we are running low on other ones, I believe. Oh. Oh, I also have some jalapenos. I could sprinkle chopped up jalapenos over this. That'd be really good too. Mm. All right. I start feeling a little awkward if you guys are watching me eat the whole time, all right? So that's that. That was quick, simple, breakfast in a jar, canned breakfast, however you want to look at it. We use this meat for a variety of things, but breakfast is one thing. Smoked pork chops, if you're not aware, are a lot like ham. Fantastic. So this worked out great. I may even go ahead and can some ham as well. I'd like to maybe dice up some ham to use like omelets one night or something. Can up some of those. But anyways, I think we're going to start a little series here. We're going to call it Homestead Fast Food. What's your homestead fast food? What do you do for fast food at home when you got 4 kids going to sports at one night? Don't get me wrong, there are times we unfortunately hit the drive-thrus. But if we can, we have gotten a lot better about it. If we can, Jenny, I'd say 99% of the time now, 99.9% of the time, we're pulling a jar or something, heating it up real quick, packing it up, and taking it with us. Ultimately, it's a ton cheaper. It's a ton better for you. And it's not really that hard to work in when you have something on the shelf that you can just heat up real quick, pack into a, whatever you want to call it, an insulated cooler of some kind, insulated lunchbox of some kind, and take it with us for dinner. So that's that. I might finish eating this before it gets cold. Appreciate you guys hanging out. And I wish you could smell this. It just smells amazing. All right. I ate too much. I mean, a couple cup. All right. I ate too much. Way too much. I'm going to need a couple cups of coffee here before I go out and tackle turkeys. I guess it's just a turkey tackling kind of day. After coffee.